which takes off mental pressure, not just physical stuff. So I let my body heal physically, and then the mental aspect, I've obviously declined some things that are draining mentally, and I went away with the family, which is always good, and we're back again, ready for a big 2025. I feel good.
Anthony Joshua throws his weight behind Joseph Parker to defeat Daniel Dubois, eyeing a fiery future rematch.
I declined some business opportunities so I can focus on the sport, which takes off mental pressure, not just physical stuff. So I let my body heal physically, and then the mental aspect, I've obviously declined some things that are draining mentally.
The upcoming heavyweight clash between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker has sparked excitement, with experts offering predictions for this much-anticipated fight. Both fighters, with notable victories in their careers, face a crucial test as they aim to solidify their place atop the heavyweight division. Anthony Joshua, having faced both Dubois and Parker, has shared his thoughts on the matchup ahead of the contest, set to take place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, next month.
Yeah, I don't get involved in all the other stuff, like you as well.
Stay focused,
You just knew what you had to do in it. God bless you, brother.
God bless you.
Proud of you, man.
Joshua, who defeated Parker in 2018 to unify the heavyweight titles, understands the challenges both fighters bring to the ring. While Dubois has gained confidence from his knockout victories, Joshua believes Parker's experience and ring intelligence could trouble the British champion, having gone 12 rounds with Parker and 5 with Dubois. February 22nd is going to be big. Make sure you tune in. Joshua said, "I'm coming out to Saudi to watch Parker and Dubois. Good luck to both men. Me and His Excellency have an agreement. He picks his side, I pick mine, and we'll see who wins." Confident in Parker's resilience and technical skill, especially after his recent wins over Deontay Wilder and zhang,
I feel like I can go through these guys like a train now. Ready to put him out, put him to sleep, 3 rounds. I'll finish him.
I want to go in there and be smart. He's a fighter who comes forward and applies tremendous pressure, and I just have to be smart about my work and enjoy it.
Do you think you'll outclass him?
I think I can with good movement, not running away, but just good movement and accuracy, punches, deliberate punches, and just work.
Former world champion Carl Froch praised Parker's skill and adaptability, noting they could be key against Dubois. He added that a win for Dubois, especially after his loss to Joshua, would solidify his status as a true champion. However, Froch believes Parker's movement and toughness may neutralize Dubois' powerful right hand, the hallmark of his knockouts. What are your thoughts on this matchup? Let us know in the comment section below.
The Joseph Parker fight, he's bigger than Parker, naturally bigger. He punches hard on him, but Parker's on a couple of decent wins. Yeah, beat Zhang, beat Deontay Wilder. They're good wins in good form. Do you know what I mean? He's looking like he's really getting his second win in his career. So if Dubois can beat Joseph Parker after the wipeout job against AJ, he really has established himself as a bona fide world champion. So, and it's a fight that will be good, because you never know, because Parker's got all that, he's got bags of experience.
Heavyweight Martin Boley, having sparred with both Dubois and Parker, predicts Parker's superior boxing IQ and movement will outmatch Dubois' raw power in a longer fight. Confident in his ability to beat both, Boley views them as skilled yet flawed fighters.
The champion was going to win the fight between Dubois and Parker, and I'll see what will be next.
Who would you rather fight out of Dubois and Parker?
The winner. So I think Parker will win the fight. I think that's my opinion. But the winner.
Eddie Hearn, who shares a close relationship with Joseph Parker, believes Parker's style is well suited to handle Dubois' power. He highlights Parker's patience and ability to avoid big punches as key factors in overcoming Dubois, while acknowledging Dubois' recent knockouts have boosted his confidence and standing in the division. Hearn's faith in Parker reflects his trust in the fighter's adaptability and ring intelligence, but he recognizes Dubois' confidence could play a major role in the fight's outcome.
I think he wins the fight. I'm kind of like Joseph's unofficial promoter. He's a mate of mine, I love him, and I think he's going to win. I think he's just taking it really seriously. I think all fighters just find that moment where they say, I'm going to work harder, I'm going to be smarter. And Joseph, every time you see him, he looks strong. And he's worked really, really hard. I think, by all accounts, I don't know him, but his strength and conditioning trainer, I think it's George Lockhart, has made a massive difference to his engine. And now I think he's taking it seriously. I think he's in the form of his career. And I think he's got the kind of style that will really trouble Daniel Dubois.
Derek Chisora predicts the fight will end quickly. possibly within 5 rounds, reflecting the belief that Dubois' power can end a fight early. Chisora's confidence in Dubois' strength highlights the idea that if Parker can't withstand the early pressure, he may face a tough night in the ring.
Think about that fight.
Which one?
Dubois Parker, if it does happen.
I think Dubois wins it. You know, because I don't think Joseph Parker's got a strong enough chin. Daniel hits hard. You know, Daniel hits hard. So I see that fight. Daniel winning 5 rounds.
Don Porter, a former world champion, predicts a win for Dubois, believing he's still maturing and on the rise, especially after his knockout of Joshua. While recognizing Parker's experience, Porter feels Dubois' power, physical maturity, and growing ring awareness will secure the victory.
Gerald Miller, Philip Hergovich, Anthony Joshua now fighting Joseph Parker within 18 months. He's only 27 years old.
Love it. I love that he's been busy. His fight with Joshua wasn't a big bruiser, so you know, coming back, and especially coming back against Parker is that's a really good fight for him. I think it's a fight that he'll win, but it's a good boxing match. You know, and then like I always say, more than anything, I want to see good boxing matches.
I think that what's been incredible with Daniel was, you know, years ago he got stopped by Joe Joyce. A lot of people labelled him a quitter. Same thing happened in the Usyk fight.
He had to grow up. You know, and listen, this is what we know about heavyweights. They mature later than in the other weight class, you know, so he matured a little later, and I think he's grown through some of his growing pains, and the worst thing for a fighter is you see our growing pains.
Chris Algieri shares similar concerns, noting that Dubois may struggle against a fighter like Parker, who can move and think strategically. Algieri believes that while Dubois has performed well against more straightforward opponents, he could face difficulties against a fighter who can adapt to different styles. He suggests that Parker's ring IQ could be the deciding factor, especially in a prolonged fight where Dubois' raw power might be neutralized by Parker's strategy.
Really tough fight for Dubois. Not an easy route for anyone in the heavyweight division, this new version of Joseph Parker. The guy's got a very good chin, he's got a great gas tank, good motor. He knows how to fight punchers. He's coming off of 2 humongous punchers in Wilder and Zhang. Granted, Wilder didn't fight the fight, doesn't look himself, but Zhang sure did. Zhang dropped him twice, Parker got up and outboxed him. He's a very, very capable guy in there, even a heavyweight. He's a big guy too, people forget. Yes, he's a technician, yes, he's kind of crafty and will outmaneuver you, but he's big enough, durable enough to deal with these super heavyweight guys and a big punch like Dubois. Very, very tough fight. Good match.
Joe Joyce, the only fighter to defeat both Dubois and Parker, believes the fight will come down to who imposes their will first. He sees the early rounds as crucial, with the fighter who controls the tempo and lands the first decisive blow gaining the advantage. Joyce's own victory over Dubois has given him insight into neutralizing Dubois' threats while recognizing Parker's strengths.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Like, obviously Dubois hits hard. He's come from like more, I don't know, he stepped up, but then also Parker as well. Like they've both come along and they've both like been in big fights. So yeah, I'm really excited to see who gets the win.
Yeah, they've both been on really good form recently. The past year or two.
Both got different attributes, but see, may the best man win.
Adam Smith, closely tied to Parker's camp, praises the fighter's preparation and conditioning ahead of the bout. He notes that Parker is in excellent shape and has a top-tier team, both of which could play a critical role in his performance. While Smith acknowledges Dubois' strength and momentum, he believes Parker's mental and physical preparation could give him an edge, making the fight more competitive than many expect.
Second one. No soft touch here. Joseph Parker's in the form of his life. Andy Lee has been amazing for him. I spoke to Joe on my podcast a couple of days ago, and he is just absolutely bang up for this. He's put a bit of muscle on. He's got George Lockhart with him. He's got Andy Lee. He's got a great team. Obviously, one of the nicest people in boxing. Daniel Dubois has got the momentum and the confidence now. It's fantastic being around him. He came back from a holiday in Brazil, super sharp. I saw him on the pads, maybe in his first or second training session back, and he looked incredible.
Amir Khan favors Dubois, citing his raw power, technical improvements, and momentum, particularly after his win over Hergovich. Khan believes Parker will struggle against Dubois' aggression and confidence, with Dubois' improved technique likely enough to overcome Parker's challenge.
I like Dubois, man. Dubois a beast. Honestly, I said that from when he fought against Hergovich. I said that, yo, who is this kid, man? I go, this kid's good. And I remember watching that live, and I like the way he fought and how he puts his punches together and how strong he is, and the way he took those fights apart. Obviously, he's coming off a great win against Anthony Joshua. He's gonna have more confidence. So yeah, I think I got Dubois good in that fight win.
Nick Campbell believes the fight is too close to call, emphasizing the stylistic contrast between Dubois' raw power and Parker's adaptability. He sees both fighters at the top of their game, with Parker proving himself through key victories over Wilder and Zhang. Campbell's perspective highlights the uncertainty of the outcome, with both fighters possessing the tools to win, but the key question being which man can impose their game plan more effectively.
I think if you need to be honest about it, listen, Joe's a really good friend of mine, but if I want to be impartial and I want to pass comment on things and I want to, I need to be honest about it. It is a 50-50 fight. I think you look at both guys' momentum, like you just said, Dubois has been unbelievable in his last 3 fights, 3 big wins. You look at Joe, his last 2 fights, especially Wilder and Zhang, 2 unbelievable wins, 2 great performances. I think if you look at both fighters, they're both pretty opposing characters, pretty polar opposite really in their personality, the way they go about things, their journey so far.
Holly Malaji raises concerns about Dubois' ability to cope with Parker's adaptability. While Dubois has thrived against aggressive opponents, Malaji believes Parker's movement and technical approach could frustrate him. He suggests that Dubois will be tested in ways he hasn't been before, and if he fails to adjust, Parker's strategic game plan could wear him down over 12 rounds.
That's a good question. It's probably, you're looking at a multi-layered fighter when it comes to Parker. I think you're going to have to, Dubois is going to have to show us something that we may not have seen in him. We know he's got this reputation as an explosive, bulky type of fighter who can create highlight reel knockouts, but I think he's going to have to show some of the IQ, if there is any, there, and that's going to expose whether there is any or not. And if he's able to beat Parker because he's going to have to show this IQ in this fight, then we're going to be able to check off another one of the boxes in terms of how we rate Dubois and say, okay, he's even higher and even better level than we've given him credit so far. It's another one of those check marks that you can say, okay.
Dave Allen initially leaned toward a Parker victory, though he acknowledged Dubois' recent improvements. Allen recognizes that while Dubois may be the more powerful fighter, Parker's superior boxing skills and ring intelligence could give him the edge. Allen's belief in Parker's ability to outthink Dubois highlights the strategic nature of the fight, where intelligence and experience could be just as important as power and athleticism.
I could see Parker beating him on points, yeah. But Dubois is getting bigger and stronger all the time, like Dubois is a different kettle of fish now 2 years ago, so when it only takes one fight to paint a picture. Like, I used to be known as one of the hardest men in British boxing. I pull out in the corner against Fraser Clark. I'm a quitter, I'm this and that. You go from one of the hardest men in British boxing to a quitter overnight. Well, I used to look at Dubois and go, he's got a bit of quitting in him. He's a bit chinny out, you know what I mean? Like, he's not anymore, is he? Like, he's walked through Hergovich, walked through Miller, walked through Joshua.
Jay Zhang initially predicted that Dubois would retain his title, but has since revised his stance, now viewing the contest as a true 50-50 matchup. Having faced both fighters, Zhang acknowledges that while Dubois may appear more powerful, Parker's adaptability and experience make him a serious threat. Zhang's change of heart reflects the unpredictable nature of the fight, with both fighters possessing dangerous attributes in different ways, making it highly competitive.
I like both fighters, I respect both fighters, but somewhere in my gut feeling is telling me that Dubois is gonna win this one. And because I admire his style and I like how he approached the fight. I like Parker as well, but I believe subconsciously I believe Dubois is going to win.
As the fight draws closer, it's clear the heavyweight division is set for an exciting start to 2025, with both Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker bringing unique strengths to the table. Predicting the outcome is no easy task. What are your thoughts on this matchup? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe.